I'm going to be going for the next Fusion Cross Wall Breaker. I feel like this is a completely optional fusion. I think most people have expended their resources and are taxed mostly because of the turtles, and that makes sense to me. Now, I am going to be going for him because he is Ogren and he's a bomb champion. I don't really have any bomb champions. There is some bomb champions in Ogren that I haven't upgraded yet, War Mother and the Grinch, but I'm hoping that he will get the job done. I am really struggling there and I need some damage dealers, and it looks like he's going to excel at waves, mostly because he could throw the bombs out, get an extra turn, and then start exploding them and then getting ready for the next wave. So I think I can get good use out of him. Most people are going to skip this guy. I think this is probably one of the more optional fusions that we've had in a while. Now, if you've not done so already, click the link in the description. You're going to get Corrado, Ugo, we got Mausoleum Mage, and then Tagore at level 40. Promo code Demon Slayer to get Tholen right out of the gate. And actually, I think you get Tagore at level 30, but that's not the point. Use the link in the description. Now, I'm going to just go over my plan. Now, it's already started. Bring out the pencil, and there's a total of 130 points. I'm going to switch sides of the screen here. 130 points total. Need to get to 100 to summon him, and then there's some bonus points. So there are some events that one could skip. I'm looking in particular the Summon Rush, and then the Champion Chase tournament over here also looks like it's going to line up with a 2x Summon event. Which makes sense to me. We'll have to see how that plays out. We're long overdue for a mythical, on the primals, 2x. We'll have to see. I have no predictions on that. We'll have to see how that plays out. Now, as far as energy and where I am going to be spending my energy and areas where I'm going to go fast and go slow and spend campaign energy and hoard campaign energy is largely going to be lined up around the dungeon divers. Now they call them gear hunters. So I'm going to underline that right there. And there's 3 of them. This is standard. We've got the gear hunter over here. And we've got another gear hunter over here. And there's 4 dungeons that'll be farmable through this event. And I want to, double dip on those. There's also some champion training tournaments. And I try to expend my brews as much as possible. But I can do campaign energy, like 12-3 brutal to get the champion training going, but that's not really efficient way of doing gear hunters, frankly. So I'm going to do Fire Knight, and I should be able to max out. In fact, I'm running as we're talking right here. I'm running Fire Knight. You can see I'm running it right now. In fact, because I know I'm going to be talking here for a little bit, I'm going to, we're going to pop some of these, right? I just want to keep it going. Let's keep it going a little bit further, right? And just why we're yakety yak right here. I do not have a fast team. I tested out my turtles again today with Padraig, and they failed. And I was a little bit disappointed. I may have to retune my turtles so that I can get through Fire Knight hard 10. That's where there's some good gear in there, right? And it looks like we got 2x on a Savage. So let's see. Okay, so we got Gear Hunters. So I'm gonna do Fire Knight, and that runs through the vent. Now, I probably will finish Fire Knight before the Gear Hunter ends, and then I'm gonna immediately start doing champion training at that point to finish the Gear Hunters. Now, that's not super efficient, but I'm gonna do it, and because there's a gap right here, and I will be running champion training. At a minimum, be pivoting over there, but it'll probably be before that. I'll be also using champion training once I finish up Fire Knight. I think I'll be finishing up Fire Knight here pretty soon. Then I'll be pivoting to champion training, and that will run all the way into the next Gear Hunters. But I'm going to avoid doing the Dragon tournament here until the Gear Hunters start. So I'm going to kind of champion training will be ending, and then we will pivot to Dragon tournament, which is going to overlap with the second Gear Hunters, which is Dungeon Divers. They renamed it. We're going to run that, and then it's kind of strange. Then they got the champion training tournament way down here, so I'm going to draw a line all the way down here. So what I'm lining out is what I'm going to be spending my campaign energy on. It, the campaign energy that I get over the course of playing for a day, and we're going to just do champion training until the Gear Hunter event starts, and then we're going to skip up here to Ice Golem, and then we will rush Spider Tournament right here. You can see Spider Tournament happens right here, and we'll bang that out over the course of a day. Spider Tournament for me, I can actually do those pretty quickly. Like Fire Night is just time consuming after run in the middle of the night, after run it while I'm making videos. But Spider Tournament, I can get through those really quickly. Dragon, I can get through pretty easily. And then Ice Golem. If I was going to rank the difficulty of them, I think Fire Night is by far the hardest. And then I would say it's Ice Golem. And then I would say Spider. And then I would say Dungeon. Dragon is the easiest dungeon for me. So this is the path that I'm going to go. Now, as far as skipping, I'm going to try to skip the Summon Rush right here. I'm going to try to skip that. And then I can skip a total of 30 points. And then we'll see how the Champion Chase Tournament lines up over here. Because I'm thinking it'll be a good time to do that when there's a double summon start, which is also a prediction coming in from Hell Hades. Also, the Champion Chase is a little bit easier than the Summon Rush, because if we go in game and look at the Summon Rush, it says, summon your way to glory. The more champions you summon, the more you win. So that's from opening shards, where Champion Chase will be from anywhere. So a lot of people will save fusions and things like that throughout the game. Sometimes they'll have fusions hanging out here, fragment summons. Maybe they'll have some here that they saved up from Doom Tower. Maybe I'll have this Urost here. I can pop that and get points for that as well. So that's just going to be my general strategy. Are you going to even be going for this guy? I'm interested. I'm mostly interested because of Oghren. Also, I like fusions. I've got them down to a science, I think, as I've been playing them more. Outside of Sacred Shards, and I have Sacred Shards. I got 28. But if I didn't have any, I would skip this. I think this is a completely skippable event for sure. Let's go into the index, and we're going to go inside of Oghren and look at the kit. And there's a couple things that I think he's going to be super useful in waves. Right here, when this is booked out, he's going to have an extra turn, right? See, detonation counter, 70 trainer, back activate. That's not the right skill, but that's going to be the second turn. The first turn is going to be this right here. This is on a 4-turn cooldown. And it says right here, fills the champion's turn meter by 25% for each enemy with the bomb debuff. So if it hits 5, then he's going to be getting another turn going right into this ability, the A3, which is also very good. Block active skills, which is on a 3-turn cooldown. But this right here, done correctly, should be, a free turn. And then this right here will also explode somebody with the bombs. So I think this is going to be great for waves in Faction War. That's it. Yeah, bombs can be useful inside of Arena, but I feel like there's been a ton of testing from their envoys, from their content creators, where they were not necessarily super impressed with Kraz's performance in Arena. All right, use the link in the description. Scan the QR code. You're going to get an amazing team right here. You got Ugo, which is a part of Oghren as well. Sorry for the no context. I was doing a skit on Twitch for Marvel Strike Force, and I had this outfit on, and then I just made the video. I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. Leave a like. Bye.